Radio Raheem with Abel Sanchez on another victorious night. I think that's the only time that I can talk to you. You are always winning these days. When you saw...
Not a bad thing, though.
That's not a bad thing. And I appreciate you stopping to talk. When you saw the first round, I mean, did it feel like this night was going to go exactly as planned?
Well, I didn't have to see the first round. I knew that before the fight. Gennady's on a different level, and I've been saying that for a while. There's nobody at 154, 160 that will go 12 rounds with him. Eventually, he will break him down. Eventually, he will figure him out. I think after the first round, he comes back to the corner, and he looks at me, winks at me, and he says, "Yeah, I got it, coach. I got it." You know? So it was easy for him.
A lot of people ringside were surprised. Not that he could jab. We knew he could jab, but for it to be so consistent and kind of be the cornerstone of the fight game plan, what made you decide that that was the way to go? And were you even impressed at how well he executed?
No, we talked about the fight obviously prior, and we knew that David was the kind of fighter that was going to throw himself at him. You know, what I had hoped is that David would make it more of a street fight, so that would give Gennady the opportunity to bang him. But David kept his distance and was hit with a jab all night long, so it wasn't the kind of fight that I expected David to fight. It was the kind of fight that we want to fight with Gennady, but David didn't give him the opportunity by rushing him to maul him, let's just say, to really hit him with some good shots.
Right from the first, in between first and second round, you guys were all smiles in the corner. You looked very relaxed. Was there anything that Lemieux was doing in there that was giving you any pause? Were you worried about anything?
Oh, of course you have to worry. Lemieux's a strong fighter. You know, he lands a good shot. There's a cut. There's so many things that can happen. But Gennady kept his composure. Gennady kept his discipline that we talked about prior to the fight. I wanted him to maintain distance. I wanted him to. I didn't slide over a little as much as I wanted him to. Kind of shifted a little bit, but he did a lot of things for me that we asked him in the gym, and he did them tonight.
You know, Triple G only touched him with a few body shots, but every time he did, it changed the fight and brought it closer and closer to the end. Was that by plan, by strategy? Did you know that the body shot was the button?
Gennady's body shots are probably his best weapons. But David didn't press the issue and didn't come in like we wanted him to be able to hit him with more body shots. When Gennady hit him with body shots, if you go back and look at the tape, is after combination and just not really a hard one, just in the right spot. He places them so well that David felt all of them.
Now, I talked to Oscar De La Hoya tonight, and he's promised to make that Canelo Alvarez fight if he can beat Cotto. Is that the fight that maybe you guys start training for already? Like, are you already thinking about that fight?
No, there's two great champions fight. I mean, Canelo's a star and Cotto, Hall of Fame fighter. The guy that wins, when that guy wins, we'll start training for that particular fight. But Golovkin showed a little bit of his style today, a little bit of his boxing skills. Hopefully in the next fight, whether it's Canelo or Cotto, he gets to show a little more of it.
No disrespect to Cotto, but he doesn't seem interested in going at 160 at a fight like this. He hasn't shown that much interest, whereas Canelo maybe has. What are Triple G's greatest weapons against Alvarez, and do you think Alvarez can compete at 160?
Canelo has grown a lot. Canelo's grown a lot in the last couple of years. They're doing a great job with him. After the Mayweather fight, even more. I think it's a very competitive fight. I think that the jab is going to be very important with Canelo. I would hope that Canelo would attack a little bit more than David did and then make it a real fight so that the fans enjoy another show. But who knows how Canelo approaches us. He sees this fight and maybe approaches it a little different.
And lastly, Abel, when your fighter is being successful at pretty much everything he does, he can't go wrong in there. What do you work on? How do you know what to continue to sharpen?
Well, in the corner, I kept asking him to do a couple little things just to change it up on David. He was hitting him at will, but since you are hitting a guy at will, then practice something different. And he did. When he hit him to the body and when he shifted over and hit him to the body, it was things that we had planned, we had worked on in the gym, so I was able to practice them. But at times, unfortunately for me and unfortunately for our team, Gennady gets, when it becomes too easy, he doesn't go out like how can I put it? He doesn't want to demolish the guy so quickly. He wants the guy to come to him so that it happens in a manner where it's a fight. You know, where if he makes it look too easy, then the guy was a bum. David was a hell of a fighter. David was a world champion. It just Gennady was on a bigger level.
Thank you, Abel Sanchez. I appreciate the time. Congratulations tonight, Radio Raheem with Abel Sanchez.